Eddie Jones has thrown petrol on the fire ahead of England's blockbuster clash with the All Blacks at Twickenham, declaring that Steve Borthwick's side will defeat New Zealand for the first time since 2019. It's not just confidence, it's provocation. I reckon England are 12 months ahead of New Zealand in terms of development, Jones said on the Rugby Unity podcast. I think they will be a little bit more cohesive than New Zealand. That statement alone sent shockwaves through the rugby world. The All Blacks, unbeaten against England in over 5 years, are still New Zealand's national religion, and for an Australian coach to claim that England are now ahead of them borders on heresy. But Jones didn't stop there. He doubled down, insisting England's strength off the bench would break the All Blacks late. They will play pretty direct, they will have too much power in the second half, he said. I think England are developing a really good, strong squad, and I emphasize the squad particularly. They've got depth in their 23. Maybe New Zealand are still a little bit travelling behind them. Those are fighting words, especially considering that the All Blacks under Scott Robertson are chasing a Grand Slam and have already beaten Ireland and Scotland this month. Yet Jones, never one to shy away from a jab, has framed this as England's breakthrough moment. This is the sort of game they're looking for, he said. It will encourage the players to work a little bit harder, really believe, get on the same page and go to the next step because they're a team that's just outside the top 3. And to get into the top 3, these are the sort of games you've got to win. Joining him on the podcast, former Wallabies coach Ewan McKenzie backed the prediction. Eddie's 100% right about England, he said. They're doing well in their development, he's moving players around, but for the big games, he's starting with the younger guys. Guys like Earl and Pepper have got to perform. McKenzie singled out England's luxury depth as a decisive factor. In Stewart and Hayes, you've got 2 very good scrummagers and good footballers. It's a luxury other countries don't have. Then you go back through and you've got Curry and Pollock, who's the rising X-Factor guy. It's a really good scenario for a coach. But the former Wallabies boss also issued a warning. The All Blacks will not crumble easily. It's a question of whether they can contain the All Blacks, McKenzie said. They will need to tackle like they tackled against Australia. Hopefully the All Blacks present a slightly more lateral attacking picture and make it a bit harder for the English. Still, Jones is adamant that England's superior structure and physicality will prevail. They've got power off the bench, he said, and that's where I think they'll win it, in the last 20 minutes. If England pull this off, it will mark 10 straight victories and a 3rd Southern Hemisphere scalp after taking down Australia and Fiji. But if they fall short, Jones's bold words will look more like arrogance than prophecy. New Zealand, under pressure to protect their Grand Slam hopes, now have more than just pride on the line. They have the weight of history and the words of Eddie Jones daring them to fail. What do you think? Is Eddie Jones right that England have surpassed New Zealand, or will Razors All Blacks crush that arrogance at Twickenham? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe to Kiwi Rugby updates for every explosive moment of the All Blacks Northern Tour.